It was June 1st, 1980. Ted Turner built CNN with lofty goals that he outlined from a poem by Ed Kessler at the network's dedication.
To act upon one's convictions while others wait, to create a positive force in a world where cynics abound, to provide information to people when it wasn't available before, to offer those who want it a choice, for the American people whose thirst for understanding and a better life has made this venture possible, for the cable industry whose pioneering spirit caused this great step forward in communications, and for those employees of Turner Broadcasting whose total commitment to their company has brought us together today, I dedicate the news channel for America, the cable news network.
Ted Turner's speech was the first piece of content that was seen on CNN 42 years ago. And then a newscast began, the first of thousands. Here's how that looked and sounded on the first day.
Mike Q, New York.
Good afternoon from the World Trade Center.
Stand by, ready 3, take 3, Mike Q. 3, start to slow zoom in a little bit. Roll tape, take 3. Ready 13, full. Ready camera 3, 1 center up.
Good evening, I'm David Walker.
And I'm Lois Hart. Now here's the news. President Carter has arrived in Fort Wayne, Indiana for a brief visit with civil rights leader Vernon Jordan. Jordan is in
and they were off. Lois and Dave were the first two CNN anchors back in 1980, and now they join us from Sacramento 42 years later. We booked them as a team because they are a team. They're a married couple, and they're here with us to enter a new era of CNN. Welcome to you both.
Well, hi to you guys, and welcome to the shaky side, as we say here.
Hey, congratulations on another great new venture for CNN. That's great.
Thank you. Lois, we have a lot of first day energy here today. What do you remember about your first day?
Well, you could call it energy. We called it nerves. How are you feeling?
Oh, no nerves at all. No nerves at all. But CNN, nobody believed in it to begin. It was the chicken noodle news network. Everyone thought Ted Turner was going to fail. So what did you feel when you were going on to cable for the first time?
Well, as I say, you know, it was an open newsroom in those days, and we had all the executives, you know, swarming around, vibing, you know, on their nerves, and so we were nervous too. And the big question was whether or not we were going to say something momentous about welcoming the viewers. And in the end, they couldn't decide what to say. We couldn't decide what to say. Ted had pretty much said it all anyway, so we just launched into the news. But yeah, we got through it.
Hey, that was the same approach today. Just get to the news, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Just do the news. And that was the whole idea. And that, as Lois just mentioned, Ted had this formal set piece that he did outside. And so I said, why should we have another layer on that? Let's just get to the news is what we're all about. So we did.
So 42 years later, do the two of you now happily retired, do you still watch CNN?
All the time.
Everybody watches CNN.
Yeah. Here's the difference, though. I used to anchor at CNN. Now I just yell at CNN.
Yeah, everybody does that too, right?
You can just email me, Dave. That'd be great feedback. We'll take your feedback anytime. How do you view how cable news and now streaming news has evolved or devolved? Like, what are your impressions of it now versus when you were on the air?
Well, I think originally it was pretty much just 99% news content. There were a few evening programs we had, talk shows, but mainly it was just the news. And that was the major concern at the time, is whether or not we could fill 24/7. As it turns out, we could. We had more than enough news. And I think as cable news evolved and more competition came into the fray, you have more opinion, particularly in the evening hours. And I would say that's the major difference now. But maybe with a new ownership, that may revert to more just basic news coverage.